Okay, I'm using the graphic organizer from week 4 in the home page that has chemical changes in it. So let's work together and try and answer these questions. So when a blank change occurs, the atoms of one or more substances are rearranged. Okay. So atoms of one or more substances are rearranged. That's called a chemical change. You can see it over here, chemical change. In the notes that I've condensed for you, when a new substance is formed with and different properties than the original substance, a blank has been changed. When a new substance is formed and different properties from the original. So remember, hydrogen plus oxygen, two gases, gives us H2O. So those are gases. This is a liquid. These are flammable and you can breathe it. And water is something that you drink. So that's a chemical change as well. Or chemical change is different from physical changes. The difference between a physical and chemical change use substances form different properties than the original. Chemical change forms a new substance. A precipitate is a blank that forms between two liquids. Okay, so let's look at chemical changes here. So let me see if I can turn this off a minute, drag this up. All right, so if you look right here, a precipitate forms, okay, and that forms a new substance. It's a solid, right? So that's a solid. All right, so when mixing milk and vinegar, white chunky solid substance is formed. What has occurred? All right, so that is a chemical change because something else is chosen, and then that's also a precipitate. So let's match this chemical change. So we're looking for just a chemical change, creating a new substance. Chemical change flammability is lighting a match. Physical change solubility is dissolving in Kool-Aid. Physical change shape, cutting paper. Number 7, baking soda is mixed and no bubbles are produced when baking soda is mixed with vinegar. If bubbles and forms rapidly, what is the chemical property of baking soda? All right, so remember, reactivity is the ability of a substance to go through a chemical change. So reactivity is that part. Number 8, an antacid tablet added to a glass of water fizzes and bubbles as it mixes. What is the indication of the chemical change is represented here? So if we look at some of the evidence of chemical change, color, fizzing. So formation of a gas is a fizzing. Which process is an example of a chemical change? A piece of wood shrinking as it dries out, a metal railing rusting, alcohol evaporating from a cotton swab, steam rising. So the only thing that's in here that is evidence is rusting, because evaporation is a process of just changing states, so is steam. All right, so Trini adds 10 grams of baking soda to 100 grams of vinegar. The mixture begins to bubble. When the bubbling stops, Trini finds the mass of the resulting mixture. That she determines that the mass is 105 grams. So going from our conservation of mass, mass is conserved. That means it's saved. So it shows that mass is not conserved, but that's not a true statement, because the substance reacted and formed a gas, and we were able to capture the gas. So if we are able to capture the gas, that would work. Which process is an example of a chemical change? All right, so heating of a cup of tea, nope, that's just heating it up, changing temperature. Drying clothes, evaporation. Chopping a tree, making the shape different size, or breaking a size, so that would be activating a glow stick. All right, I hope you found that helpful. Thanks very much.